It's very big. I don't know the park name, but yeah. We are doing a Q&A video about all the questions, my class, Max's class, and then everybody who else gave us questions. So the first question is,
how do we live in a tiny space? You gotta know the person you live with or not know them at all.
What?
If you don't know them at all, stay away from them.
No. You have to know the person you're living with because you don't want to live with a complete stranger or else you're not going to feel very comfortable. Should we do the next question?
Yeah.
Next question.
2.
How do we do our chores? We have schedules of the stuff that we're supposed to do. Like, I'm supposed to do dishes at dinner time. Max is supposed to do dishes at lunchtime.
Sometimes we make the beds.
I sweep the floor.
I wipe the table.
Yeah, that's it. Next question.
Third question.
How do you wash your hair? Shampoo, conditioner with water on top.
So you wash your hair, same as any other house. That's not a bad. Question 4. How do you cut your hair?
Go to the barber shop.
Sometimes our dad cuts my hair.
And I'm gonna get my hair cut here. So.
Question 5.
How do we shower?
Since we have Canada Parks Pass, we sometimes go to campsites, shower, go to friends or relatives' houses.
Or we just shower in our van but our van has a very tiny shower, so we try not to really use it because also it wastes water too.
Also, we have a boiling machine that could boil really warm water for us.
Which that is pretty nice too. So next question. Where do we do our laundry? Friends, family's place?
Same place as where we shower.
Yeah. National parks, there's sometimes laundries. We go to laundromats, put our coins. Sometimes, one time we had to use a card. Like, they gave us a card, and then we had to use that card to go with the laundry.
It lasts about 10 days to 2 weeks.
We sometimes use hotels, but we haven't really used it that much. So, next question. How do you do our cooking?
Our dad has a propane tank outside.
And then we use that to barbecue. And then inside we have a little tiny barbecue.
Cooktop and an Instant Pot and the oven.
Yeah. And sometimes we make crepes too, so
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. Question 8.
How do you sustain your Wi-Fi during travel?
Use
Free Wi-Fi at Starbucks, Tim Hortons, McDonald's.
We sometimes use cell phone data and friends and relatives.
It's actually pretty easy, but sometimes if we're in like places that there's not really any houses, it's hard to find Wi-Fi. We haven't used Wi-Fi that much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Question
next.
9.
How does it feel living in a van? How does it feel living in a van? Feels actually good. Well, yeah, I guess so, because we don't have much chores to do than when we were back at our big house. Well, not exactly big house, but at our house.
Yeah. But maybe a little more chores.
Is it hard living in a van? That's the next question. Is it hard living in a van? Yeah? No? Yes, because we have to squish everybody inside. Like, I have to sleep with Max, and he sometimes kicks me. We have to fit up all our space inside. So, like, if we get a new something, we have to find a spot for it. Like, we might have shoes. Like, I just got new shoes today. So then I have this much space for all my shoes, and then it's a wine rack that we use to put our shoes in. We have one box each for us.
Yeah, one box for one person inside.
Well, yeah. Okay. What do you do to entertain yourself while you're driving?
We read, we sleep. Sometimes we watch movies in the back.
We have a seatbelt in the back, so there's 4 seatbelts in the back that we use, and then we just buckle ourselves up there and then watch a movie with our TV that can stay still while we're driving. We sometimes do schoolwork. We try not to because when you're driving, it gets bumpy and then our schoolwork sometimes gets messy. And we do reading. I think you already said that.
Yeah.
I do knitting. There's lots of other stuff that you can do while you're driving. It's just you can't get up. And sometimes we do Lego if it's not a very bumpy ride.
And so. Question 12.
Other than exploring and biking, what do you do during your free time? I knit, I color.
Board games, pillow fights, Lego, Connects, knitting, Zarda's knitting.
Hello! Well, hello again. I guess you can see that we switched spots because that other blue mat doesn't seem very cool for a Q&A video.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question that we're going to do is, did you start school? Yes, we started school. We started school at the same day as all the kids in Vancouver. Well, at least we think all the kids in Vancouver. Same day as my class and Max's class, which is September 4th? Yeah, September 4th, 2019. Okay, next question. What do we do for homeschooling? We do math. Well, we do math and any other subject that any kid does. We do it we do it for about 3 hours. We're supposed to do it for 3 hours. Because if you do 6 hours, that takes a little too much time for just 2 kids. Because the teacher has to teachers with big classes have to look at every single student, get their ideas. But if my parents are just teaching 2 kids, so.
And you'll have less time for school.
We have textbooks that my teacher back at Vancouver, my homeschool teacher back at Vancouver gave us. It's like math textbook, writing textbook, communication textbooks, and yeah. And we also see our teacher twice a week so she can see what we're doing so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do the next question? Do we do lots of field trips? Yes, we do lots of field trips because we're going in different places almost every day. So whenever we go in a new place, my parents make us if it's an educational place, my parents make me and Max write get a sheet and write all the things that we've learned, and then we're gonna make a few paragraphs about it, make a writing about it. Yeah. Okay. And we also do science.
Birds, plants, sand dunes, oceans, lakes.
We do science and we write about different places. We do journal of everything that we do each day, and
Geography.
Geology of the pictures. We take pictures of different places that we see. Okay, next question.
How do you do homeschooling on the weekend?
Once in a while if we don't finish all our work that we do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the weather.
No, well, if it's raining, we try to do as much homeschool as we can, but if it's all sunny, we try to stay outside more and then just do our homeschooling the next day if it's cloudy and rainy, and do extra homeschooling on those days. Okay. How do you learn history? We go to museums, national historic sites and parks. They have little plaques that you can read about let's say that's where John Cabot landed to search for new land.
We also go on some tours.
Once in a while, we try to go on free tours. We also went to the only tours that I guess we paid for was the Parliament building, where we learned a few stuff we learned when the flag was put up. I forgot the date, but I have it written down somewhere.
February something.
1860. No. Well, never mind. Next question. Okay, you can read it, Max.
How how do you do art in your van? Yeah, we sometimes. Well, our dad has this special effect in his camera, so you just leave the camera standing for like 30 seconds.
And then while that camera is going, we get a flashlight and paint pictures with the flashlight around. And then when that camera stops, it's going to take everything that it sees into one picture. So then all the stuff that we did with the flashlight, well, no, it should be at nighttime. You have to do it at nighttime or else that flashlight, you won't see the flashlight. So whatever that flashlight you painted, it'll be showing there. So it's called light paintings.
Also,
we do drawing, coloring. We do leaf rubbing sometimes. That's only sometimes.
Zara does knitting.
We create videos like this one. We do photography, take pictures of different places that we've seen. We edit pictures. Next question.
How do you like homeschooling?
Homeschooling's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I like homeschooling because you have your time to because there's someone that can actually pay attention to what you're doing, so you don't need to wait for someone's help. Let's say you need help with some math question, you don't need to wait for 10 minutes for someone to get you, because you have only one teacher for two people. And sometimes when my other parent or substitute teacher for a parent, one parent is teaching us for one day, if the other parent is available, they can come and help me. So I like that part of homeschooling this year and next year, maybe. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you miss us? Do you miss going to school? Yes. Because all my friends are there. Yes, because I can play soccer with other people. And Max,
There's more people my age.
there's more people my age that I can play soccer with. Not you. Okay. There's more people to talk to besides one boy that doesn't really know what I'm trying to say sometimes. There's not one annoying person. There's more space. Kind of more space because there's a bigger room.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Next question. How is the weather? It changes all the time. Like in Alberta, you can see you can see a bunch of clouds coming, and that means it's either cloudy or rainy. And then behind that, if you look really far, you can see the sun coming out. So then you stand outside, and if you stay very still outside in Alberta, it goes rainy, sunny, cloudy, rainy, sunny.
Every 30 seconds.
Not 30 seconds, that's too quick. Maybe 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
It changes weather the weather changes very quick in Alberta.
Also in Lake O'Hara,
It was freezing at one night, but then Max was sweating. He had his tank top on. My parents had long pants, 3 layers of long pants, a sweater, a jacket over top, and a leather jacket, and a toque and socks. Max just had a tank top, his shorts, and that's all he had.
yeah, still hot.
Okay.
Also,
Also, there was a hurricane coming, so that was a very bad weather, so we had to drive away from that. The hurricane was around New Brunswick, somewhere around New Brunswick. Well, yeah, it was in New Brunswick.
almost everywhere in Maritime.
Yeah. Okay. It's also hot and sunny in Ontario, so we went to lakes, as you can see in the other videos that you might have saw. And should we do the next question?
Yeah.
How's your time in Niagara Falls? Niagara Falls was pretty cool. We got really wet because of all the water pouring down to the water, and it splashes out, and there's a bunch of mist coming out. And we've got to bike a lot so we parked really far away because there was a lot of expensive paying parking. So we got to bike to Niagara Falls. It was pretty cool. There's this one garden that looked a garden beside the waterfall. It had a bunch of cool flowers. I wanted to go, but we didn't go outside.
Yeah.
What was your favorite place so far? That's a hard one. Lake O'Hara, maybe. I like Lake O'Hara. Maybe Gross Morin, which is a national park in Newfoundland.
Maybe Wawa. Yeah,
Wawa.
Wawa could be one of them. The beach, the corn.
Toronto, we visited some friends.
Yeah.
Los Meadows, we saw a bunch of Viking things there. You gotta hold a ship and a sword. Fortress of Louisburg. Fortress of Louisburg had a bunch of old houses that were rebuilt. Well, they're not really old. They were rebuilt houses that look old. And then there was a bunch of people inside acting like they lived in those houses or worked in the houses. That was one of my favorite places, yeah.
Also, at the end of Fortress of Louisburg, there was a virtual reality.
And also, just now we visited the Halifax Citadel. That was cool too. It was kind of like Fortress of Louisburg, but a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, should we do the next one?
Our beaches different from Belcara.
Belcara is where we lived. It's in Vancouver, near Vancouver, BC. And yes, the beaches in Belcara
Are rockier or
no,
sandier?
they're not rockier. Well, they have a lot of geese poo. I can say that. Other beaches don't. And then there are also some beaches that we visited are more wider and have more space.
Yeah.
And sometimes beaches in Belcara can become very crowded. So other beaches don't have that much crowd.
Also, beach in Belcara are a little dirty, and then other places
No, they're not that dirty.
a little dirty.
They get dirty, but then people come and clean them up.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Where are you going now? Next month we're going to be in Europe. No,
Next
next
week.
week we're going to be in Europe. Right now we're in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, next question. Are you excited for the trip ahead of you? Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited to see more stuff, to learn more things.
For me,
Like the Eiffel Tower.
it's the first time I've ever been in Europe.
For me, I've been in Europe, but I don't remember it because I was very young. Max is excited to learn Greek mythology in Greece
Yeah. And Rome.
and Rome. Okay.
Next question.
Do you travel day and night? We try not to travel at night, but sometimes we have to travel at night because we're doing lots of fun activities in the day. And
Also in Newfoundland, there's a lot of moose crossing the road.
so we don't want to hit a
Right.
moose. If we hit a moose, that means YOLO, our van, is going to get crushed because moose are very heavy. Okay, so
How long are you going to travel each day?
how long do we travel each day? About 2 hours or so, 1 or 2 hours. Traveling is actually, I got used to traveling now. I actually like traveling a long time. Like one time we traveled for 8 hours. I still remember that, and I was just sitting. It seemed like 20 minutes.
I was sleeping on my chair.
Okay. How long do you drive for during the night time? If we drive at night, sometimes it's 1 hour, half an hour. But we don't really drive at the night that much.
Like we said, we'll try not to.
Okay.
Next
Are you in
question.
Europe yet? No. We're
No.
going to be in Europe next week. Yeah. How do you survive the whole trip?
Know the person a lot, patience, go outside a lot, get along with the other person.
To get along with the other person very well, or else you might get kicked out or something.
Next question. I don't want to answer this.
Will you eat kimchi when you go to Korea? Okay, Ian. Sure. Do you have any friends when you go on the trip? Yes. When we went to Toronto, we had some friends.
We also met a whole bunch of other people. I can't explain them all.
I still keep in touch with my other friends back at home through email. And yeah. How many relatives will you visit all over Europe? We have lots all over the world. Yeah. In Winnipeg, we had a lot. Ottawa, we had one. I think that's it in Canada, but in Europe, I've heard there's a few. are you going to watch any sports in Quebec like soccer? No, we haven't. But we just, well, when we drive, we can see like people playing soccer on the side in the soccer field, but we haven't gone in like arenas to watch stuff. Did you try different food? Did we try different food?
Yeah.
Yes, we had moose steak, which was in Newfoundland. It was pretty good. We had poutine in Quebec, which was the best. We had fish and chips in Newfoundland.
Clam chowder in New Brunswick.
The clam chowder was very good. We had beaver tails in Ottawa. We had squid in Newfoundland. There was this fisherman who just said, "Oh, you guys want some squid? Sure." And then so he just passed some squid onto the beach while he was still on the boat, and then we just fried
15 of them.
We barbecued the fish right on that beach that he gave to us, and then we just gave him some more squid. The squid tastes good.
Also in Newfoundland, what I said about
the moose steak that we got was from hunters. The hunters hunted the moose just like 6 hours before we ate it. About 6 hours before we ate it. It was like the freshest moose steak you can ever have.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Have you seen any cool wild animals? We saw a moose. Well, this one wasn't cool. It was a fox. So I was walking back to the van, and all of a sudden comes this fox, and it was staring at me. Like, so I ran back to my parents, and I was like, "There's a fox. Okay, just stay with us." They took a few pictures, and then when he headed back to the van, that fox was still there, and we we're like,
it also bit part of my sister's seat.
my bicycle seat. So then I switched my seat with Max because he has a new seat cover. So then I took his seat. So
also there was a red squirrel at the top of a tree when
and it was
we were
throwing
hiking.
pine cones at us. We were stepped back because we didn't want to get hit by its pine cones falling down from the tree. We also saw birds like northern gannets. There's these birds that dive down with their beaks to catch fish.
Also, we saw like millions of them on like only one cliff.
In St. Mary, Newfoundland. Did you find any treasures? We found one big amethyst on a beach. My parents told us that we had to put it on the side.
We also saw
we didn't have much space.
We also saw red gems, maybe dirt.
And we also collected national park badges. So you have a booklet that you have to complete. So let's say the booklet says, go to the southern point of the park. There you'll see some soldiers standing. Interview with the soldiers. So then we have to ask some questions to the soldiers like, what's your job? What do you do? What do you do for fun? Stuff like that. And then when we complete about 6 pages of the booklet, we try to do 6 pages. Some parks let us just do like 1 or 2. When we complete the booklet, we get this dog tag that we've been collecting for a long time.
Now we have like a whole
12. We have 12, and there are only 2 provinces. We only learned about the dog tags in Newfoundland, and now we're in Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. Those are the only places that we've been collecting them. Okay, so as you can see, we switched spots again because we are getting uncomfortable in that tree. We've been sitting in that tree for a long time. So, yeah. Okay, so the question that we're going to continue on is, are you enjoying all the visits? Are you enjoying the visits of all the historical places that you've been?
Yes.
So, do you like all the historical places you've been? Do you like Fortress of Louisbourg?
Yeah.
Fortress of Louisbourg is a place where people like act out the stuff they do. Anything else, Matt?
Also, they did a demonstration of
Fire.
Yeah, firing a gun.
And yeah. I like all the national parks that we've been to. They have the Explorer booklets. The last one we went to, we were a spy and we had to like decode a message, and that was fun. Do you want to do the next question, Max?
Yeah. Have you found cooler and interesting things?
Yes.
Canola fields, Calgary
No. Yeah, canola fields are fine, but then first 5 minutes you say, whoa, they're cool. And then 5 minutes later, I don't want to see canola fields anymore.
We also went to Calgary Stampedes.
That was fun. It was also very crowded there too. We cliff jumped, we saw a shipwreck, and those were fun.
We also went to Niagara Falls. Did you enjoy traveling around the world?
Yes, because we can see new places, experience new things, have stuff to teach other people. I think that's it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so next.
What gave you the idea to travel?
Our parents told us.
Yeah.
And then we just followed along. Our parents been planning this for about 11 years now. They were going to do it before I was born, but then I came out, so oh no. You have to wait like 10 years later. Why did you decide to do this? Because our parents told us, we said,
We have more family time. You can see and learn new things.
not with textbooks, because textbooks you can read about and you just read about it, but then when you actually go there, you can actually say, whoa, they should have put this in the textbook. So there's stuff that the textbook doesn't have everything that you have.
Yeah.
And then you can say, no. Now you can say, I've been there. I don't need to wish to be there. If you wish to be somewhere, you just have to do it.
Yeah. Also, we only live once. So
You only live once, which is YOLO's name.
If
Y-U-O only, L, live, O once. YOLO. Anything else?
yeah. Wait. No. Next question. What will our family do next? Easygoing.
No. We don't know. It's like, yeah, we go easygoing. Follow people's suggestions. We're not really sure. Our parents said that they might, yeah, just go.
Do you miss anyone from BC?
Yes. Our whole class, our teachers, our families, our friends, our soccer teams, other sports teams.
Next question.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
Yes. Do you ever get bored? Yes. When I do, I poke Max. Okay. When you come back, can I be in one of your videos, Mateo? Sure. If you're still at school, okay, I'll let you be in one of our videos. Did you ever hit Max rolling down? Did Max hit you? Did Max's feet hit you when you're rolling down the hill in the last video, which is in Quebec? Okay, John. Yes, they did hit my face. If you listen very carefully to that, you can hear the ow, 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 ow. But it was fast forward, so that's what all that squeezing was for. So.
Next question. How can you keep a full trunk on the road?
How do we pack? How do you put all the stuff inside? That part was hard. There's a lot of stuff that you don't really need. So let's say you have 2 of one thing. You can just give away one of those stuff. People have a lot of stuff. That makes more clutter. And if you want to live in a van, you have to have less stuff because you have a tiny space. If you want to keep lots of stuff in a van, that means you won't have enough space to move around because the rest of the stuff in the van is going to be storage. If you want more space to move around in your van, you have to have less stuff so you have more room in your van. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. We're finished our Q&A video. Bye. We'll take you on our adventures. See you next time. Bye.